Edge motorcycle talking. If you're scrolling on by, drop in and join in for some evening live garage motorcycle talk. Just doing some more live by the 45, sharing motorcycle stories and cross country road trips, and drop in and share share a chit chat, where you're from and what kind of motorcycle you ride. We've got a big map hanging on the wall there. Drop a comment where you're from, and we'll put a pin in the map for you where you're from. There he is. 2-4. Hello, my friend. Oh, just back out in the garage beside me. looking looking for all those like-minded motorcycle guys that love sitting around talking about motorcycles. That's about all that's up. So the frustration of this here is hard to take some days, so I spend lots of time out here dreaming about my old motorcycle anyways. And how about you? How was your day, my friend? Uh Flick. Flick Korea. Yo, how's it going? It's going not bad, Flick. Kinda just hanging out in the garage for some more motorcycle conversation with some, well, this one's one of my old ones, but how about yourself? What kind of motorcycle you ride? Southeastern Ohio. Cool. Oh, I got a big motorcycle map here, a big world map. I mean, well, I've been uh, there's been so many guys dropping in from all over the world, and dropping into my lives to say hi and sharing some motorcycle stories. So I thought, well, let's get a big map, and I'm all injured up and can't ride anyways. So something to let's see how many pins we can get in the map from doing our 45 lives. So it's not a really well detailed map, but how about you said southeastern Ohio? Well, that's got to be somewhere in the vicinity southeast of Cleveland. Get you close to home there or somewhere. So yeah, southeastern Ohio. What that's some beautiful country over there. What 2-4. Got a little wind therapy in today. Awesome, my friend. Awesome. I uh I was sitting out beside my old 45. I didn't get any wind, but I was sure dreaming about it. And the frustration of this, going through this aggravation of this dislocated shoulder, is a nasty experience to get over. So I sure appreciate you stopping, you guys dropping in and sharing some motorcycle stories with me. Which you're out for a ride today? Are you out putting along the coast, the south coast of Nova Scotia? That's got to be you got to be camped right in the vicinity of Peggy's Cove there. Funny how riding takes all your attention, but yet clears your mind. Oh, absolutely, my friend. Freedom in the wind, or that's what I've called it for years. Two wheels and freedom in the wind. How about you, Flick? Were you out on your motorcycle this afternoon or this evening? Get a little bit of wind in your whiskers. So, yeah, I don't know if you anybody in here watching, drop us a comment of where you're from. Oh, there we go. Ed Edson Rodriguez, 4224. Welcome in, my friend, for some evening live beside the 45. Awesome. Riding a Royal Enfield and leave those HD wrecks for the junkyard. Oh, I'm sorry to hear of your loss. That's that's too bad. That I hope you enjoy your motorcycle. I love all motorcycles, so I hope your loss isn't cut too deep on you there, Edson. What riding a Royal Enfield? That's really cool. What part of the country are you from, or the world? Everybody that drops in for some awesome garage motorcycle conversation talk. I got a big world map. Drop a comment where you're from, and I'll put a pin in the map for you on your awesome Royal Enfield. I've never rode one, but some parts of the world they're pretty popular. This one here was a pretty popular back in her day too. If you Edson, if you recognize what this is, uh, Flick, I feel for you not being able to ride. I bought a $500 Vulcan 800 as my first bike last year and rode it for a while, but it needed a lot of work. Well, that's awesome, my friend. I mean, not that it needed a lot of work, but you got your first motorcycle for $500, and is it putting a smile on your face? That's it's got two wheels and freedom in the wind, right? That's what it all is. That's where it starts for me, anyways. So, uh, even even for our friend here, Edson Rodriguez, that rides a Royal Enfield, that's awesome. Got two wheels, and he seems to have a specific taste for not liking a certain motorcycle, but oh well, I guess that's his loss. So, Peggy's Cove, 45 minutes away from me. Right on. Nice spot to go up for uh, an evening putt before it gets dark. Go and watch the waves crashing on the beautiful big rocks. That's awesome, my friend. Uh, Flick took it apart over the off season, but haven't gotten it back together yet. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. What all you fixing on it that you had to take it apart? Anybody else just dropping into the evening live by the 45? Drop us a comment where you're from, and what kind of motorcycle you ride, and join in for some motorcycle stories, and what kind of motorcycle you ride. I don't know if you guys, if any of you are new in here. It's my 1943 WLC 45-inch Flathead. I bought her as a bare frame, and baskets and boxes of parts, and I built her into my awesome, fun little Flathead chopper. I put a 6-inch overstock Springer front end on it, and did a little custom handlebar fabrication on it. So, have you guys been on my channel? I got a couple of oldies that I built out of basket cases, and well, sure, this is my second one out of the basket case. I've also got a 1953 panhead. That, yeah, fun stuff. I love it, and some cross country motorcycle road trip miles. How about you guys? If you're just dropping into the live here, drop us a comment and tell us where you're from, and share your motorcycle stories. This is about the extent of my motorcycle stories. I'm uh, I'm booked in for surgery here. I got rear-ended on the highway in 24, and my shoulder's all tore up, so I can't ride my motorcycle. So here we are. We're doing some morning and evening motorcycle conversation, and bought a big map to hang on the wall to. If you're interested, drop me a comment where you're from, and we'll. I want to see over this journey of if we can get a pin, how many pins we can get in how many countries around the world. Uh, 2-4. Oh, thank you kindly, my friend. Uh, you're awesome. Always in here sharing some motorcycle riding and Flick. I started out doing basic maintenance on it, but some of the jobs were tricky, carb mainly. I've only just now been able to get into working on it because I'm a college student. Too many jobs, lol. Oh dear. Well, I would I would say that your college probably should take over and consume the time before your carburetor job. But although I do understand that our motorcycles are our freedom, and yeah, coconuts are real. Yeah, right on. Welcome in, my friend, for some evening live beside my 45. Lake City, Michigan. Um, where where is Lake City, Michigan? I got a map here that everybody that drops in, I got a world map here, so it's not it's not very well detailed here, but if you I'll stick a pin in the map for you. But I'm not sure where Lake City is, and it's not very, like I said, not very well detailed map. I'll stick you in here right on the coast, and if that's if that's too far from home on you there, let me know, and I'll I'll relocate you. I don't want to get you lost by pinning you too far away in the map. But the the beautiful state of Michigan. What kind of motorcycle do you ride? Coconuts are real. I love it. how did how did you come up with a YouTube coconuts are real? That's awesome, my friend. And yeah, what kind of motorcycle do you ride? Everybody, if you're new, just signed into the on this evening live by the 45. Drop us a comment where you're from and come and join in some motorcycle conversation. 2015 Softail Slim and 804 Dyna. Right on. Awesome, my friend. Awesome, awesome. And do you pack up and get out any cross country road trips on your motorcycle? I hope so. Or if not, you're planning on it. 2-4. I'm running a 2012 Street Glide Reinhardt True Duels performance machine intake, 16-inch bars and blackout with red tins. Awesome, my friend. Awesome, beautiful bike, beautiful motorcycle with some uh, customization in the True Duels. How do you like the True Duels on there? 2-4. Glenn Minyard, welcome in, my friend. I welcome into some evening live beside the 45, my friend. Nice old 45, my brother. Owned a Flathead 80. I own a 95 Softail. Nice. That's awesome, my friend. Oh, um, I take it by your comment you don't own the big inch flathead anymore. I'd love to find a big inch flathead too, but this one here, I found her as a complete basket case and bare frame and baskets and boxes of parts. And I put a 6 over stock Springer on it, and well, I don't know if you've been on my channel. My straight up crazy handlebars. I got on my 1953 panhead. That's the first one I built with set up set of straight up handlebars, and yeah, it's pretty awesome, fun little motorcycle to ride. All 18 or 20 horsepower, or whatever it is. It's not very big or fast, but it sure puts a smile on my face every day. So, that, yeah, awesome. Got a Glenn. Being I'm injured and can't ride my motorcycle, and well, doing these lives and having motorcycle conversation with awesome like-minded motorcycle people. I bought a big world map there of drop me a comment where you're from, and we'll stick a pin in the map for you of where you're from. Uh, Joe Mack 4100. Agadilla, Puerto Rico. Awesome, my friend. Welcome in. Hey, welcome in for some evening live, and we'll uh, we'll stick a pin in the map in Puerto Rico. Yeah, I love it. You guys dropping in here, and well, I'm all injured up from getting run into by a distracted driver, so I can't ride my motorcycle. So, uh, it's not a real well detailed map here, my friend. But how about I'll start right over here on the east end of Puerto Rico. If There you go, we got you on the map. If you're on the other end of the island, let me know, and we can relocate you. Uh, oh my! You adopted the coconut. I love it. That's funny. Uh, I do have a lot of interstate inside Michigan. My mom's not in the best health, so now I'm stuck close to home. Oh, I'm sorry to hear, my friend. Sorry to hear that about your mom. That's eventually comes the time that we all have to deal with that, and I I went through it too. My it's no fun, to watch them go downhill, and I'm sorry to hear that. And I wish you and your family well with it. So uh, no, sorry to say, nothing. They both have passed. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Mine both have too, Glenn. So, where are we at here? Sween Dog 51. My neighbor has a 63 panhead. Oh yeah. Awesome. A beautiful old duo glide panhead. Nice. I I got a 63 panhead too. Duo glide. Sitting in my living room. I love it. Awesome, beautiful old motorcycles. 2-4. Got a cool night ahead, I guess. Dropping to, oh my gosh. Good old Canadian weather, never know for sure what the temperature is going to be. Well, hopefully you got a good sleeping bag there too, for if you're out tent camping beside your motorcycle, buddy. Because 3 degrees is pretty chilly. uh, right on. Coconuts are real. Subbed and liked. They that's what, when you, if you're scrolling through my channel and you're thinking to yourself, "Oh my God, this guy's channel's a mess." Yep, for the most part, because I built and loaded all the videos on my YouTube channel before I knew what I was doing. So yeah, it is what it is. But it's all pretty much like a same way I do these lives. It's all me and my old motorcycles and on some cross country motorcycle miles. All right, Swing Dog from Long Island. Where on the island, man? Because it's a big world map, it's not very well detailed. But Swing Dog, I'm gonna stick you right out on East Point, Long Island, and if it's too far from home for you, I'll relocate you. But I'm putting you out on East Point because I rode out there and right out to the big pub right on the wharf there and had lunch and a cold refreshment years ago on beautiful Long Island. So yeah, yeah. Being I can't ride my motorcycle all smashed up, you guys all dropping in for some of my live sessions sure helps put a smile on my face. Being I can't ride, I don't know. Uh, Jesse J. Cox. Try to find Andover, New York. What? It won't be on this big world map, Jesse. So what? Yeah, like I said, it's pretty vague. The map is not very well marked. But are you upstate somewhere? Give me the spot on the map. There's it's, I guess it's too big of a map and it's not very well detailed. So um you give me a what you see on the map there. Give me your a rough location and we'll we'll stick you on the map. I'm gonna stick you in here right below the O in Buffalo, and if that's too far from home for you, I can always relocate you. Uh, Glen Menard, California. All right. What part of California? Yeah, Glen Glen Minyard from California. Tell me, like I said, it's not because it's a full world map. It's nowhere's real well detailed. But oh, we'll stick you up in the middle here for now. Glenn, drop me another comment, and I'll relocate you closer to where where home is. Uh, um, uh, Flick, how did you come up with the vertical handlebar orientation? It's such an awesome look that I'd never seen before yours. So this is actually the third set that I've built. The first set of them are on my 53 pan, and I found that, and I found it and bought her as a basket case, bare frame and boxes and baskets of parts. The same way I found, same way I found my old 43. And when I started putting it together, the frame had been cut, whatever, back in the 60s or 70s, whatever year it was cut. And when I started putting it together, so it works out pretty. If I remember right, I'm pretty sure the fork tubes are 6 over stock length, and so I had the front end on it, the wheels on, motor sitting in it, and I stand back and have a look at it, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to build her into one of a kind, and so that's where it started. And then those handlebars on the 53 are they're built out of 1/2 inch square bar, and if actually the sissy bar is made out of the same stuff, 1/2 inch square bar, and so thinking to myself, I'm going to build this into one of a kind. I um, I thought, well, I'm going to tie a knot in them and then carry on up with the bars, and yeah, just the thought to build her into one of a kind was the that's where it started from. And then I kind of, well, the sissy bar, I did the same thing. I tied the 1/2 inch square bar in a knot, and then there's a video on with some a video on my channel there with some close-ups where there's no leather on it yet, just when the bike was first out of the shop. And so yeah, that's kind of where it started from. But and then, well, they turned out it's such an awesome it's such an awesome hand position when you think about it. Raise your hand up in the air, raise your hand up in the air, your thumb up in the air, your thumb straight up. It's a natural, it's a natural arm position. There's no rotational twist, and there's nothing. It's just right straight on the bars. So everybody, there's lots of people think I'm crazy, but uh, it's they're fun to ride, and they're awesome, comfortable to ride with. The ones on the 53, they're if you find that video on my channel, and actually, probably the easiest way to find that video, if you go on my channel, and um, I've created playlists, and so there's a 43 and a 53 and a 63 and 82, and it's not all organized yet, but I've tried organizing each motorcycle per playlist, so that guys are are able to find them if they're interested looking. Um, Misty Lugo 360 Hike Cactus, Misty and Eric here from Naples, Florida. All right. Welcome to beautiful Sunshine State, Florida, and Naples. I got I don't was it Eric in here earlier on? I can't remember. I got somebody from Florida pinned on the bottom of the map here already. Oh, we'll stick a pin in there. So yeah, fun stuff, you guys. I sure do appreciate. And so if you're wondering why I'm doing what I'm doing, well, I was rear-ended on my motorcycle in 24 and dislocated my shoulder. And after over a year and a half of twice a week doing physical therapy, now the muscle that's all in the front of our shoulder here, I got it completely detached and tore off the bone. So no motorcycle miles this year. I'm booked in for surgery to go get that all stretched back out and reattached on the bone. So these are my motorcycle miles sitting out in the garage doing some live by the 45 visiting with you guys. So I I'm asking everybody when they're out riding their motorcycles to put a few miles on for me. Because this my surgeon tells me, he said when you wake up from surgery you're going to be in a sling, and you're going to be in a sling for 7 to 9 months. So I got a long ways to go yet before we get back to motorcycle miles, unfortunately. uh 2 4, I got a 40-foot RV with full hookups. I'm good. All right on. Cheap living, man. Love it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've over my years of career working, I did lots of RV lifestyling too. So it's not so bad. Uh Jesse, either by Rochester or Buffalo. All right. Buffalo will work. Okay. Well, I don't, well, there you go. I got you stuff stuck right in the O there, but we'll move you over a little closer to Buffalo. I don't want to get you lost. uh, fun stuff. Fun stuff, you guys. You keep a smile on my face. There we go. Glen, Central California. The like I said, it's not a real detailed map, but I get you stuck in there kind of halfway between LA and San Francisco. Pretty close. Pretty close guess. You might have to go a little east of there from where I got you, but it's all for fun stuff, and I love you guys stopping in here and sharing your motorcycle passion and stories with me too. So, right on. Jesse, yep, good enough, he says. Yeah, I don't want to poke a pin too far away from home on you, everybody. I don't want you getting lost because I stuck the pin in the wrong place. But if you follow me motorcycling around, I guarantee I can get you lost. But that when you're on two wheels, you never lost, right? You just haven't found that road yet, or found the end of that road. Uh, Chaos theory, cactus. Hey, how's the shoulder today? Oh, my friend, chaos. It's frustrating, man. Frustrating. This all in the front here. It's pretty tender, and I virtually, well, I can, I can barely lift that water mug, and oh, phone goes off when I do that. The way my shoulder is, I can barely lift that little water mug. Depending on, well, out, actually, reaching out to the side, I can't lift that water mug. It's it's a nasty experience to go through, my friends. I hope nobody else ever has to deal with it. It's no fun. Uh, Big dog cat. Do you ever get razzed from the cops for the bars? Uh, in the miles that I've rode so far, only once I've ever been stopped, and yeah, only once I've ever been stopped for the bars, and he no, well, whatever. When he seen the that was on my 53. When he seen the bars, his jaw kind of dropped, and he turned around and walked away. So I suppose it I suppose it depends on the attitude and how he's feeling that day. But no, I haven't been. Uh, Flick, I figured those bars would be easy on the wrists. Yes, they certainly are. Like I said, my when you raise your arm up with your thumb up, that's just it's a natural position, right? There's no rolling and twisting. So yeah, I find them pretty comfortable, anyways, and fun to do something different. And I don't I don't know anybody that's in here. If you've been on my channel on my old 43, I've uh, I've done lots of motorcycle traveling. Well, I've rode from Alaska to Newfoundland to San Diego to Key West, and all the miles of traveling over the years, I always thought to myself, geez, how can I make, because it always seemed, well, I always use my pack for me, these leather straps hanging here. That's my sleeping bag goes in there, and then stacked on top of it is my clothes bag goes in there, and that all that all becomes my backrest. And I was always, forever, I always thought, how the heck can I make my sissy bar a little bit more comfortable? So I come up with the idea, well, why don't we make it adjustable? So I got these rusty old levers. They're off of a McCormick Deering binder. And I thought, there we go. There's a real simple way to make adjustable sissy bar. So the handle up here, squeeze the handle. This 100-year-old or 100-plus-year-old mechanical. So I squeeze that handle up top, and it lifts that out of there, and then I can adjust the angle of my backrest. So when my pack's all on there, throughout the day I can adjust my seating position. So yeah, it works pretty awesome, and eh, it's fun to do something different and repurpose some 100-plus-year-old iron. And funny thing, this that old spring, how pitted up it is from sitting outside for 100 years. How much spring tension it's still got on it. So yeah, it's a fairly simple setup. The piece that I built for the mount on it took me a little head scratching how to do it, but once I figured it out, it fairly simple piece. But who else we got? Sleepy time videos. Hey, welcome in, my friend. Sleepy time videos. How are you today? Always awesome to see you drop in for some more motorcycle stories and conversation. Because I'm all banged up and can't ride my motorcycle. I I'm relying on you guys to keep my motorcycle smile on while I'm while I'm injured and can't ride. 2 for 4 months of sling and you'll be riding, bro. Oh boy, that sounds awesome. Yeah, 2 4, uh, are you speaking from experience of you've gone through that of having a muscle detached off the bone? I don't know, I've never experienced anything like this before, and just going by the surgeon, that's what he told me the other day, that it'll be, said 7 to 9 months in a sling. So yeah, that's about all I know is from him. Uh, Glenn, all right, we we got you pinpointed somewhere roughly in the middle. Like I said, it's a I would have, well, whatever. I didn't realize it was that vaguely marked of a map, but we get you pinned close enough in home to home. Uh, Sleepy time videos. All right, Center, Indiana, Indianapolis. All right, you guys are giving me some motivation to keep my motorcycle smile on. Anyways, Indianapolis, where are you? Just on the north side of Indianapolis? We'll stick you in just north of Indianapolis. There we go. We got you. They yeah, some fun stuff. And like I said, you guys keep my motorcycle spirit alive. Anyways, muchly appreciated. There was there there was somebody stopped in the live here that was in here this morning. And somebody, I guess, typical social media. Um, he dropped in here and he writes a comment. Is this all you do in your life? You got nothing else to show us? I said, I told the guy, I said, yeah, no, this is all you get. With a shoulder injury and can't ride my motorcycle, I got no new footage for you. So that's why I much appreciate everybody sharing their motorcycle passion and motorcycle riding, whatever whatever kind of motorcycle and whatever, two wheels and freedom in the wind is where it starts. Uh, Center and oh yeah, sleepy time videos. We got you pinned in there. Glenn Mignard, getting lost is just part of it. Absolutely. And I forget. I heard somebody said, "I never get lost on my motorcycle. I'm just on a road that haven't found yet." That's the best part of motorcycle riding, traveling, freedom in the wind. Uh, Elvis can surf. Show the full bike. Oh, sure, my friend. There's this is a 1943 45-inch flathead. I found her as a basket case and built her into a little awesome fun chopper to ride. Did a little custom work on the handlebars, and I I built a whole bunch of this motorcycle. The handlebars. I finished building the handlebars at 2 o'clock in the morning before I packed up and headed to California a couple years ago. So she was kind of a quick rush build. And oh, this side here, I got a 6 over stock Springer on it, and this side I can't get I'm up against the wall here, so I can't get wide shot full view for you, but kind of a quick slow go over it. It's she's a 1943 45-inch Flathead. If you're familiar with the old Flatheads, the wartime bike for the U.S. military, they serial numbered them WLC, and the Canadian military, they serial numbered them WLC. So mine is a WLC, and I don't know everything about them, but from what I understand, both the Canadian WLC and the American WLA, they were the same frame, same engine, transmission. Anybody, if you're not familiar with the had a rocker foot clutch on them. I don't know if you're familiar with them. That's the clutch, the rocker clutch. They're a heel toe function. Put your heel on here, and that's disengage the clutch, and then three speed shifter gate on the tank. They're all a 3-speed transmission, and then back to the rocker clutch on the toe pedal here. Rock the toe pedal forward, and that engages. So that's kind of the function of them, how that works, if you're not familiar with them. Elvis Skin Surf, where are you from, my friend? We're being I'm injured and can't ride my motorcycle, I got a big world map behind me that if you're interested, drop a comment where you're from, and I've been sticking a pin in the map for everybody. Message redacted. Very cool. Thank you kindly, my friend. How about yourself? What kind of motorcycle do you ride? Where are you from? And what kind of motorcycle do you ride? I'm injured and can't ride, so that's why I'm doing these lives and just bringing common interest, awesome motorcycle people together. Doesn't matter what kind of motorcycle you ride, or doesn't even matter the badge on the side of the tank, like mine. It's all about two wheels and freedom in the wind, and awesome motorcycle people. One-armed bandit, 45. Hole for a push pin. And hell yeah. All right, my friend. Absolutely. On the backrest, I mean. Yeah. uh, fun stuff. Fun stuff of there's a bunch of video footage on my channel of it took quite a bit of thinking of how to get this mounted with a pivot point at the right height so that it all functioned properly. And so well, it's hard to see with my saddlebags and all my leather and everything on here for tying my gear on. But if I made this big heavy piece, this big heavy piece here, I made that by hand, heated it in a wood fire. grab a flashlight here. So if you see down in there, the two bolts, one below the axle plate and one above the axle plate, and then that's all welded together on that on this piece that I built in the fire. There's some good footage on my channel if you're interested, seeing how I did it. And then so that piece That piece in there, like I said, that's the piece that's all rigid mounted on the frame so that it don't move. And that gives me a spot to that hunk of flat bar in there. That piece, it's welded on there. And then that give me a place to bolt this old McCormick Deering piece on there. And so that's how I got the ratchet piece mounted. And then down in on the inside here, I got a bolt in there. And I got a bolt in there, and that's where the lever mounts. So that mounts the lever as well as works as a pivot point for the lever to swing back and forth. So, yeah, yeah, a little creative imagination and how do I make this work? So that's kind of how I did it in a nutshell. It's a fairly simple piece, just figuring that rigid mount piece out. That was kind of the tricky part of how in the heck do I do that? But it's always fun to do some one of a kind built by built by hand stuff. So uh well, it's a sleepy time. I'm better today. Was in the hospital all day yesterday. Oh man. Well, that's good to hear that good to hear you're feeling better today, my friend. Uh, it's no fun being hurting. I know that. I can cheers to that, my friend. And like I said, I hope you I hope you get feeling better, man. Get over it. I'm on the same journey. Oh, there we go. One armed bandit, East Tennessee. All right, you're down there in some awesome, beautiful uh, motorcycle riding country. East Tennessee. How far east Tennessee? Uh, are you east of? There's Nashville, Knoxville. Are you over in that east of Knoxville country there somewhere? I'll stick you in there just on the east side of Knoxville. There you can. If I got you too far from home, there, I can relocate you. Sleepy time, west side of Indy. Oh, okay. There we go. I had you just on the north side of Indianapolis. There we go. We got you just on the west side of Indianapolis. I don't know. I don't know why I'm concerned about getting you guys too close to home. You're all a bunch of motorcycle people. I should be sticking you on the opposite side of the planet so that get you all lost. Gives you a reason to go for a motorcycle ride to find your way home. Knoxville, if it's on your map. Yes, sir, my friend. I got you just on the east side of Knoxville. Uh, if you know about Easy Rider mags, I'm going to sub. Yes, of course. Old Easy Rider. Well, they just changed hands here again, and oh, with the chaos of social media, I seen a couple posts on there that there was somebody on there squawking about, and it just like, oh my god. So I'm not sure I don't know what the truth of it is. Like I said, I seen a couple social media posts there. There were somebody typical making a bunch of racket on social media. So I don't know what the end of it, or I don't know what the truth of it was. So, but yeah, of course, you know what the Easy Riders is. Are you a Easy Riders mag guy yourself, or or do you write stories for them? Or awesome. Uh, Sleepy time. I left you a message on one of your shorts. Oh yeah, I gotta when I get done the live here, I need to scroll through. I try and keep up to replying to everybody's comments too, and so yeah, I'll get to the comments. I never opened my comments. I was busy with my sweetheart here this afternoon for a bit, so I didn't get into the replying to comments. So uh, sleepy time videos, American Roadrunner 0517. Uh, Not sure what you mean there, sleepy time, my friend. Oh, there's our buddy from El Paso, Texas. Evening, brother. I bet your bro. I bet your. I bet your garage smells like gas and oil. That's a Harley garage, bro. Absolutely. And unfortunately, because the old Flathead hasn't run for months on end, that's why it sumps really bad. That's why the drip pan underneath is what, getting close to half full of oil. It sumps really bad. And, well, they that tiny little check valve that's in the oil pump. It takes very little, and they bypass, so it doesn't. If it's not running regularly, it sumps really bad. So, but yeah, absolutely. The it's been sitting. She's been sitting here way too long. The Linkard carb oozes a little gas here, so yeah. Every time I walk out in the garage here, she's well, I'm sitting beside her here. She's fairly gassy smelling too. So awesome old motorcycle life, man. Sleepy time. Love the old school bikes. Yeah, me too, my friend. Me too. That's why well, uh, in my collection that I still someday I'd love to find a big inch flathead, and of course the highly sought after, which is way out of my price range, an old knucklehead. But other than that, I got the flathead and the panhead and the shovel head, and but yeah, a knuckle and would be awesome to add to my collection. But this this being injured just kind of really put a damper on my motorcycle life, you guys. Uh, Jim 944. What is it for? Not sure what are you commenting on, Jim? Or yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what your question's about. What is it for? Which part? Which part that I was talking about? Are you talking about the sissy bar? Just, yeah. To clarify your question there, my friend. Sleepy time videos, Santa floating heart. Yes, absolutely, my friend. Thank you, and well wishes right back to you. There he is, Mike Td. Welcome in, my friend. He says, "Hi, Cactus. I was watching videos on your channel. Your buddy mechanic, old school choppers are a hoot." Oh, yeah, he's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, old Howard. This Mike Td just dropped a comment here. If you're ever rolling through Idaho and in the need of a mechanical set of hands. Um, Old school choppers right in Pocatello, Idaho. Howard is his name. He's a he's a darn fine fella, and I with my old Flathead here. When I was on my way to California, I stopped in there, and he oh, he gave me a hand. He changed the oil, and he got me before I was left home. It was kind of a quick rush trip, my road trip to California, and I didn't want to go venturing that far with without a spare primary drive belt. And so I phoned ahead. I didn't have time to order them and get them delivered home before I was leaving. So I phoned ahead, and I'd asked Howard. I said, Howard, get a hold of V Twin and get a couple of belts on order and hot rush. I'll be there in a couple days. Uh, get you to stop and change oil, and so when I left home, I hadn't. I had my so this is a 3 gallon auxiliary gas tank I got hanging back here, and I got the tank hanging, but I didn't have no fittings or a piece of hose at home. And well, I live out in the country, so I wasn't going to run to town, um, and so I didn't have it finished. And so the next morning when I leave heading for California, I I stopped at the first town I come to, and I found a piece of gas hose, so that at least when I got gas in it, I can I can siphon and drain it into there. And but the store that I went into, I couldn't find no fittings. They didn't have a little. So out of that gas tank, that hose comes along, and I got it tied on the frame here. So that's shut off valve for that back auxiliary tank. And so that store where I got the hose, they didn't have a little valve and a T, and they didn't have any of that stuff. So I just bought the gas hose, and I had it all coiled up so that I could put gas in it, so that I had spare gas. And then yeah, so Howard, he gave me a hand. We run over to the one of the suppliers where he gets all of his stuff and got some fittings and hose clamps, and so he helped me and got that all hooked up. And as it turns out, sure enough, because on the old 45s, if you're not familiar, this is gas tank, and on the other side's oil tank. So it's only 3.5 gallons of gas. So it's not very big. And sure enough, I get out of Saskatchewan and going into Montana, and typical running through the wide open plains and prairies of our beautiful continent and the small towns. Sometimes it's quite a stretch between gas stops, and I get oh, I don't know, whatever it was, 10 miles out of Livingston, Montana, and bleh, run out of gas. So there I am over on the side of the road, but I had gas in here. I just didn't have it hooked up. So there I am standing on the road with the hose sticking in there, waiting for some gravity drainage to fill me up with gas. And so, anyways, yeah, getting all sidetracked off with motorcycle motorcycle stories, you guys. But yeah, if you're like I said, if you're ever up through Idaho and need an awesome old wrench hand, Howard, old school choppers. He's a good old chap. Uh, Roddy Roddy EP 3136. I got an old Bridgestone 60. Well, that's awesome, my friend. You you don't get you don't get too many guys stopping in here that's got one of those. That's pretty cool. And it's still good condition and riding too. Rod, that's awesome, my friend. There was actually there was another chap stopped in the live here the other day that he was telling me the story about the Bridgestone, and they somehow or another the deal the Bridgestone, they got into what I don't know, I forget the story. Somehow or another the Japanese, they took over the motorcycle company and Bridgestone stuck to building tires, I think. Uh, but yeah, that's cool. And like I say, is she still roadworthy and riding? Sleepy Time, AAR 0517. You can check out my Harley there. Uh, okay, is that what's the ARR 0517 Sleepy Time? Is it on your YouTube channel? Is that what that is? Mike today, hilarious. How Howard at Old School Choppers tasted your oil. Yeah. He- you can taste anything. You can taste brass. You can taste aluminum. You can taste metal. I taste oil. Yeah, he's a pretty awesome old Howard. He, Jesse J. Cox. I love listening to old stories like this. Right on. Well, thanks for dropping in and sharing some live time beside the 45, Jesse. And that's why I do this. And it's, as far as I'm concerned, we're all motorcycle people that here. We're not here for social media. This is, I like to think of this more as some garage time sitting around with your buddies laughing and having having some good motorcycle conversation, and possibly a cold beverage or two. So you're welcome. You're welcome in, my friend, and share your motorcycle stories and experiences too, Jesse. That's it. It it's not just a Harley thing. It's two wheels and freedom in the wind. That's that's the way I invite everybody in here. It doesn't matter what kind of motorcycle you ride. It's we all share the same passion, and that's the way I view our entire motorcycle community. So, um, Jesse, oldest Harley I have is a '57 Harley Hummer, 165, two-stroke. It's a living room ornament. LOL. Wow. Well, that's pretty cool that you got an old a '57. That's getting pretty old. um, is the old two-stroke? Is it in running condition too, or is it that's it? It's uh, drained to gas and just there's nothing wrong with having a motorcycle in your living room. If you if you'll if you if you scroll through my videos, there's several videos where I've got two of them sitting in the living room. That's actually where my little flathead was sitting while I was at I'd sit on my couch and how in the heck am I going to mount this thing? And I sat there and it took me some serious thinking, and there's whatever. I've done a couple videos where I got these I got these pieces, this ratchet piece and the lever screwed on a piece of wood so that I hold it up against the side of the bike, trying to dream up an idea. How in the heck am I going to mount this thing? And so it was nice and warm in the living room to be tinkering around rather than being outside in the frozen Saskatchewan North winter. So yeah, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with a motorcycle or two in the living room. See, oh, a Roadrunner, American Roadrunner. There we go. Sleepy time. Sorry about that. I missed the ARR. I'm not. I missed the ARR there, my friend. Sorry about that. 0517. Yes, my old channel. Oh, you have two YouTube channels then? I'll scroll back, scroll back. Where is it? I'll scribble a little note down. I got a I got a pen and a paper out here. I get oh, oh, excuse me. I got a pen and a paper here for uh anybody that's gives me notes to look at. I scribble a note down so that I can look up later. ARR 0517, so that I can look up later on when I'm off this live here. So uh well, Howard, he's pretty awesome old dude there, Mike. uh Jesse, I have a 73 FLH, pretty much all original, being rebuilt from frame up and painted. Oh wow, that's awesome. That's awesome, my friend. The 73 FLH, all original. Cool. Cool, cool. Do you get out and do some local putting around with it, Jesse? That's awesome, my friend. And riding an '06 Road King. Cool. Hey, did you I stopped down by the local Harley shop here the other day and whatever, just wandering around to say hi to a bunch of the guys in there, and yeah, your Road King, you better hang on to her. As I was walking around in the shop and looking, and I said to the one guy that I know in there, I said, "No Road Kings? Nope, they don't make them no more." So anybody that's got a Road King, don't sell it. They don't make them no more. uh, Joe Kidd, thank you kindly, Joe. Oh, hey, Joe, Jesse, you guys, being I'm injured and can't ride my motorcycle, this is my motorcycle season, sitting out here beside my 45 doing some live streams. I thought, well, let's get a big world map and drop me a comment where you're from, and we'll put a pin in the map for you. A little bit of fun stuff of see how many countries in the world that we can get pinned to the map. uh Joe Kidd, 1943 WLC 45-inch Flathead. Joe, I found her as a basket case and built her into my awesome fun little chopper with some straight up handlebars. So I love it. I'm not riding my motorcycle. I'm not sure if you heard them. I got rear-ended and dislocated my shoulder, and now I'm booked for surgery upcoming in June here to get my shoulder all. I got one of the muscles detached off the bone. Yeah, I've always been a believer in that too. I don't care what two wheels you're on. If you're riding on two wheels, you're a friend. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. And whatever whatever kind of motorcycle it is, it's two wheels and freedom in the wind. Because I'm from Saskatchewan, and we got, depending on the year, we got anywhere from 5 to 7 months of winter, and so I spend lots of time with the TV on watching MotoGP and Isle of Man, and yeah, them sport bikes, them things are amazing. The capabilities of the motorcycle and the skills of the riders are outstanding. So, oh, there he is. Random rants. I'm back. How you doing, my friend? Did random rants? I don't think you. I don't think you. I got my big world map. Drop us a comment, and we'll get you pinned on the map where you're from, up in that, I believe, the northern tip of Australia. So it's not. It's because it's a full world map. It's not real detailed for towns, but give me your. I don't know how far north you are up here in Australia, but if you can make that out, let me drop us a comment here, and we'll pin you to the map, my friend. So far, we've got Brisbane, we got Sydney, we got somebody. They didn't tell me where they were from, so we got them pinned right in the middle of New Zealand. Yeah, fun stuff. There was a young fella the other day from China and Russia, Slovakia, Poland, Finland, Germany, the Netherlands, London, Scotland, Ireland, and then Nova Scotia, Montreal, and then, of course, home sweet home, the the South. Well, we get California, but the North and the West, pretty quiet so far. But yeah, you guys, you guys keep my motorcycle smile on my face, anyways. When you'll join in here and share your motorcycle stories with me. Uh, who else? Jesse. No, it was locked up when I bought it. Drained it and put it in the living room. Oh yeah, that's your showpiece. But locked up or not, at least it's yours. It's yours and you own it. So that's the most important part. Sleepy times. If I brought my bike inside, my wife would put me on the outside. Oh boy. Uh, that, that crazy woman she must be. Tell her you need somewhere to sleepy time. Tell her you need somewhere to hang the Christmas lights. You need a set of handlebars to hang the Christmas lights on. uh, Jesse, yeah, I like that idea you did with the adjustable sissy bar. Yeah, it it's awesome, comfortable, especially for the when you're. I mean, everybody in here, when you're riding your motorcycle, you know how awesome it is having a backrest. And like I said, when it's in there, well, when I got my bags in there, pretty much to my shoulders, I got backrest, and And then when you're on the bike for riding all day, well, it's so simple, like 5 seconds, and I can change the angle position of my backrest, and yeah, it's it it works pretty awesome. Um, like you said, it's it's a pretty simple piece. Just took a little head scratching to figure out how to make the piece, but uh, sleepy time, yes, AR 0517. Yeah, I wrote that down, and that was your old YouTube, you said. So I got it wrote down so I don't have to try and memorize it. There, sleepy time. Random rants. I saw your vid when when your bike broke down in the snow. Same but totally opposite here. But if you get stuck and do the wrong thing, you're dead. Oh yes, I bet. You yeah, did you see that? Buying another magazine and some ammo for my pew pews today. Right on. Random rants. Did you get that? Drop me a comment where you're from, and we'll we'll pin you on the map. Same thing with you other guys. If you're interested, drop me a comment where you're from, and we'll put a pin in the map. See if we can get every country in the world pinned to the map. Well, then, uh, while I'm doing these live by the 45 motorcycle conversation sessions. Therians, welcome back, my friend. How you doing today? How was your day? Did you get out and make some motorcycle miles? Did you? Yeah, welcome back. I got the big world map up, so drop me a comment where you're from, and we'll put a pin in the map to show where you're from. Jesse, yeah, I ride the 73 a few times a month. Awesome, my friend. Awesome. Beautiful motorcycle that I've got nothing that's original, but that's because I build basket cases, and I build a basket, or I buy basket cases, and I do some crazy one of a kind stuff because I enjoy it. So that's why I do it. And it's actually same thing on my 53, the handlebars and sissy bar. And then also, I built my own sissy bar, my own saddlebags, the brown saddlebags on my 53. I built those myself, and yeah, I didn't have any video footage of it, but I had some still photos that I kind of mashed them together that they roll through. It was sort of the build process of how I built them saddlebags, and so yeah, they I love the way they turned out. And like I said, it's always fun to do something one of a kind and build it with your own hands. Uh, Jesse really didn't know they quit making the Road King. Yeah, that like I said, I just learned that here, well, whatever, a couple weeks ago, whatever. I stopped down by the shop to say hi to a bunch of the guys and whatever. And I don't have nothing new for a motorcycle, but they just wandering around looking at the new stuff, and I happened to just, what the heck? So I asked one of the guys. I said, "No Road Kings? Nope, they quit making them." So yeah, if anybody on here and hearing that, if you got a Road King, keep it because they hardly don't make them anymore. Uh, Random rants. I fully rebuilt Katie 10 years ago. It certainly gives you more of a connection to your bike. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's like when you're, well, same thing when you're tinkering around building stuff. It kind of it kind of stays with you. So I'll put some miles on for you too this summer. You put me up there by Buffalo, New York. All right. If you're up there by Buffalo, New York, uh, it's funny over the years of the traveling that I've done. Okay, hang on here. I stuck the pin in my end of my thumb. There we go. uh, I was on a roundabout loop. I rode around. I went down to Key West and then up the East Coast. And then I got a buddy that lives over here in New Brunswick. And then I rode back around and down in. And then another buddy lives down by Toronto here, and then back out and into across that Niagara into Buffalo, New York, and just happened to get to Buffalo, New York at the time when um, Canal Fest was on. So talk about perfect timing and get in and join in with the festivities of Canal Fest, and I forget what month of the year it was, but always fun to stumble in some of those by surprise. At who else we got? Sleepy Time videos. Yes, I think they stopped making the Road King 2 years. Oh, was it 2 years ago? I did. Yeah, I don't. I just happened to notice it this year, but and I didn't ask them when they quit making them. They just said, yeah, no, they don't make them anymore. Random rants. There are bike snobs in every genre. I live in the crossover section of the graph. Does it even have cairns on that monstrosity? I missed it. Show me again. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big map. It's a uh it's 48 by 78, so it's huge. It Here's there you go, random rants. Pick out your town. You're up in the northern end of Australia, if I remember you telling me. Just can you can you get a zoom in on that, or am I in the right spot? There you go. Yeah, it's not it's not as well detailed as I was hoping. But it's an awesome big map, but it's not as well detailed as I was hoping. But it is what it is. So, who else we got? Jesse. Yep, it's mine, and I could get it unlocked and rebuilt if I wanted. But I like it as it is. In the show, it sits in the room. Excuse me. Absolutely. And why not? Because I can. Right on. I love it, my friend. Um, ETC. Who is the manufacturer of the Springer front end? Um, Midwest. Midwest USA Springer. So, I can't remember which catalog it came out of, but yeah, it's a Midwest Springer. Just whatever. I wasn't too worried about it. Just easy to get. Easy to get her on there so they can get a wheel on her. And and get making some miles. So that's and that, yeah, it's 6 over stock length. So who else in here runs open belt primaries? Good thing she's an old Harley. I can't hear it rattle anyways when it's running. uh, the uh, the little flathead. They get a set of drag pipes on it. Oh man, I wish that wasn't hurt, you guys, and I'd fire her up. Boy, she sounds sweet running out of that little flathead, breathing through them drag pipes. She's yeah, an awesome, cool little motorcycle. I love it. So I I assume you guys share the same passion for your motorcycles as I do mine. Is and the reason that I assume that is because you guys are all in here for some garage time motorcycle stories of and it's these are this all this time that everybody comes together. This isn't just about me babbling on nonstop. share share all your stories. I love you guys' comments, and that's why I tend to go get sidetracked when I love you guys sharing your stories too. That's why I try and read everybody's comments to keep y'all in the live beside the 45 and share your passion of two-wheel life. Uh, Sleepy time. Well, everyone, it's 11 p.m. here. My old man bedtime. Night, everyone. All right, sleepy time. Welcome in for. Thanks for joining in and sharing some more live by the 45 time, my friend. And drop in every time, anytime if you happen to see me live here. Same thing goes for everyone. Much appreciate the motorcycle conversation from everybody. And like I said, you guys keep the heart and the happiness in my heart and soul and my motorcycle smile on, being this I can't function this shoulder the way that it's supposed to be. So much it's a big shout out to everybody that come and spend some time in the live by the 45. So have a good one, sleepy time. ETC, bunch of old timers in here. Are you too? Are you an old timer too? There's who doesn't like sitting around in the garage beside their motorcycle and talking about motorcycles, telling motorcycle stories. That's that's part of it, right? So I think you fit right in the club there, ETC. Welcome in. Uh, Someday all bike riders will ride together into the big blue sky. Absolutely, my friend. And somebody was telling me when you ride your motorcycle to heaven that you never run out of gas and you never wear out a tire. Well, I think we've all experienced that, running out of gas and a worn out tire. So uh, I love it. On the great highway to heaven. Absolutely. Uh, Therians, I don't have my motorcycle permanent. I'm too young. Well, welcome in, my friend, to join in. I'm more than happy to have the all any of the young blood fellas that are interested in motorcycles and sitting around talking about listening to the motorcycle stories. You're more than welcome to join in. They, in my opinion, that's the best way to pass on the heart and soul of our passion for motorcycles. And I got a feeling that everybody that is joined in the live, they'll all tell you the same thing. They're young fella, so you're welcome in anytime, and share your motorcycle dreams, my friend, because they all start right there. They all start there, right with the front tire and two wheels in the wind. Uh, Random rants. I would probably turn that rear fuel tank into the oil tank and the oil tank into the fuel tank. Fuel just behind me with distracted drivers everywhere around me. So, yeah, no kidding. I've when I got rear-ended by that Dodge pickup, if you seen that video, the my auxiliary tank was it was pretty much full of gas, and I've got it at home. I've got the tank. It's probably crushed at least 50%, like that. And there's I don't know what it is. I never measured it. It's probably about a 2-inch puncture wound in the from the front end of that Dodge truck that rammed into me. So yeah, they're in my opinion, they should have these phones made so that when the key turns on, they're disabled. So there's no social media available when the key turns on or the ignition turns on. Should automatically disable social media. And whether it would help or not, I don't know, but it's uh, it's pretty sad the amount of time. It doesn't matter where we go. If there's somebody sitting there at a red light looking at their phone, or it's gross. There he ends. Well, hope you have a good day. I'm going to bed. Okay, my friend. Did you catch that earlier? I got my big map out here, and drop us a comment where you live if you're interested. Or being you're a young fellow, you don't have to tell us your town or your country if you don't want. I just offering it. If you're interested, we'll put a pin in the map for you where you're from. Uh, Viking Sanction, welcome, my friend. Welcome into some live beside the 45 for some evening motorcycle conversation and awesome motorcycle people. Viking Sanction built my first basket case in our living room when I was 16. It was my birthday present. Heck yeah. How awesome is that, my friend? And do you still have her too? And what kind of motorcycle was it from a basket case? That's where my old 45 here, I started from a basket case. Fun stuff, my friend. And in your living room, if you live in the North Country where the winter's nasty ugly, the living room is a much nicer place to tinker around. uh, Random rants. A highly combustible thing on my back would make this yowie very nervous. It's a hairy man thing. Oh, random rants. You're a wild man. But now they're going to bring back the air cooled 883. Oh, is that right? That was another thing I noticed in the bike shop. The Sportster completely doesn't even look like a Sportster anymore. Um, no such thing as an old timer on a motorbike. We're all young in heart and head. Absolutely. Duck meme. Duck. Duck. Get that right. They're random rants. That's right. It's a duck. Duck me, mate. I'll swap you an F for a D. Atta boy. Yeah, like I said, there's a few young fellas that come in here, and I want to keep this conversation friendly, and especially for our young generations that are interested and we're sharing the passion with them. So I appreciate that. Random rants. That's going to be very hard to do when they're turning all gauges into mobile phones on four wheels. Yeah, no kidding, huh? Uh, G Funk, Erin, howdy, my friend. Welcome in for some evening live beside the 45. Uh, Welcome in, my friend. Drop us a comment what kind of motorcycle you ride and what part of the world you live. I I got a big map behind me here that if you're interested, drop me a comment and we'll stick a pin in the map wherever you're from. We're you're just in some old school motorcycle garage talk. Everybody's friendly, happy, positive, sharing motorcycle stories. So you're welcome in anytime there, G Funk. Uh, John Picard said hi. Welcome in, my friend, for some more live beside the 45. And yeah, you guys, don't be shy. Share your motorcycle stories and what kind of freedom in the wind you share on two wheels. I don't, G Funk, I don't get a chance to see anything like this. Thank you. Wow. Why is that, my friend? And from coming to us from, oh, awesome. You ride a motorcycle. What do you mean you don't get to see anything like this? There, G Funk, riding a Sportster, an awesome Sportster. All right, from beautiful San Antonio, Texas. Austin. There we go. Right in San Antonio, Texas. G Funk. There we go. We got you. We got you pinned to the map, my friend. And yeah, well, you don't get to see anything like this. Well, just some awesome old motorcycle garage talk here. G Funk, you're welcome to join in and this all happy, positive motorcycle conversation, young and old, and whatever style of motorcycle you ride. We're all in here for the exact same thing. I had a Yamaha random rants. I had a Yamaha DT 100 that I got for a carton of beer. I put a downpipe extended 93 KX 125 pipe on it and promptly thrashed it to death. They are worth like 50 grand now. Oh dear. It is. Well, sounds like a winter project for the living room there, Random Rants. Start restoring her back to life again. You can do it. Come on. G-Funk, I don't know anyone who wrenches on a 1943 Flathead. Well, here you are, my friend. You're you're in the garage live. In the garage live beside one. And you're welcome to join in and share your motorcycle passion. I found this one as a bare frame and baskets and boxes of parts. And unfortunately, well, it's awesome doing these lives. I just discovered this stuff whatever last week, and started doing these lives. And I'm injured from being rear-ended on my motorcycle, and so I can't ride right now. And so you guys are my motorcycle smile while I'm injured and can't ride. And so, yeah, a an original 1943 45-inch Harley Davidson Flathead. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with points or anybody in here. Somebody asked the other day, or they were talking about, oh, there's no computers in that one. And so I popped the cap off of the points there to show them. And yeah, there's no computers here. So uh, thank you kindly there, G Funk. Says I love it. Well, I think most everybody that's in here for this evening live shares the same passion, my friend. That we love our old motorcycles and riding them and being motorcycle people. So you're, like I said, you're welcome. You're welcome in here to my live and share your motorcycle stories too. Uh, Random Rants did the same thing to a Datsun 1200 coupe. They're 100,000 plus. Oof. What are you saying, Random Rants? You give her a little bit of outback loving before you knew what it was worth. uh, did you see that on the map there? Pick a town there so that I can pin you on the map of the town close to you. No man, Yamaha DT1, just the one. It was actually 250. It's a long gone, bro. Oh, it was the bike that started the off-road craze, man. Right on. That's cool. And yeah, and you still riding, do lots of back country in the outback. Yeah, the look on the map there, or give me a name on the map here so I can pin you where you're from. So we got we got the northern tip of Australia on the map here somewhere. Where are you? You give me the name of your place here, but until I hear back from you, I'm gonna stick you right there in the outback. Or is this the outback? There you are, Random Rants. I hope you're up in Northern Australia. So that's where we stuck you for now, anyways, until you tell me which town you're close to. William Barry. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's being I'm injured here and can't ride my old motorcycle. I thought, well, there's such awesome support from so many people. I thought, well, how fun is this going to be if pin on the map, drop me a comment and pin on the map where you're from. And if you're dropping into my live here, it's we got three from Australia, we got New Zealand. There was a young fella in here the other day from China. We got Russia, yeah, Poland. Yeah, so everybody is just asking everybody to drop me a comment. You yeah, you keep my motorcycle smile on being I'm injured and can't ride there, everybody. And yeah, so it's not a real, it's not a super detailed map, but I thought it'd be fun to pin everybody's country to the map as after I started doing these lives, doing some live beside the 45. But all right, my friends, everybody listening, tell me some more motorcycle stories. At, your motorcycle stories and adventures and where you're from and what kind of two wheels of freedom in the wind do you share? Uh, 1943 Flathead. To me, that is one of the coolest. That's just so awesome. Cool little motorcycle. I love it, you guys. Absolutely love it. Uh, Heck yeah. Look at this. Uh, I'm not sure how to pronounce your user name there. NNYMU. Hello from Belgium. Look at that. we got a I'm gonna my friend from our friend from Belgium. Welcome in for some evening. Well, it's evening, it's 8:30 p.m. in Arizona. I got a great big map here that I'm pinning to the map where you're from. Uh okay, everybody. Where's Belgium? Uh Belgium, Belgium. Right here. Brussels. Brussels. That's Belgium, isn't it? Am I right? I think. If I got you in the wrong spot there, my friend, let me know and I'll relocate you. But I think that's Belgium. You border right against Switzerland, Austria, Czech, Poland, Holland. Yeah. I think I got you in the right spot there, my friend. That's awesome. I love it. Are you a motorcycle man too? And if you are, write us a comment. Like I said, I got you on the map here, so I think I got you in the right spot. If not, let me know and we'll relocate you, get you closer to home. Uh, G Funk, I do share the same passion, Cactus. I went to bike school and knew I loved it. I bought my sporty for $1,000 13 years ago. It wasn't running. The back axle was halfway off. Well, that's awesome to hear, my friend. You share the same passion as as us real motorcycle people. That's awesome. I love it. And you got it back running and out riding. Awesome, my friend. Yep. And we bit to paddock bashing maybe. Yeah, random rants. My first car, a 1968 Holden HK Kings World, 50,000 now. Around a mate's motocross track one day. There we go. That's awesome. Random rants. There we go. our our friend from Belgium just dropped in, and I pinned him on the map there, so we got him landed close to home, anyways. Long distance 20. Oh, hang on. Comments got away on me here. Long distance. Long distance 2020 October bike rally in Tombstone. You gonna make it? Oh, would I ever love to? I don't. I don't know, my friend. I'm I'm booked in for surgery on this shoulder here, June 11th, and then after the surgery, the surgeon is telling me that I'm going to be in a sling for 7 to 9 months. So I don't know. We'll have to play it by ear and see how that goes. So this is October bike rally in Tombstone. Is that the one? Is that the Prowl that they moved out of Bisbee? That they moved up there? Is that, or is it a different one going on there? Long distance. Uh, yeah, absolutely, my friend. Cheers. Cheers back to you, my friend. Absolutely. It cairns. It's actually the dot on the coast between Ravensshore and Mossman. I'm glad I don't need that map. It's so dodgy. Cairns is actually a city and it's got DOT, but no name. Yeah, it's a whatever. It's just a, like I said, it's not very detailed map, but it's it works fun to be able to post everybody to the map. Okay, hey, go back in your comment here. Ravenshoe and Mossman. Ravenshoe. There's Ravenshoe. Okay, we'll relocate you a little bit. There you go. That look better? That's Cairns, Australia, right there. We got you in there, buddy. We know where you are. So all this out in here, is this where you do all the dirt bike riding? Is and that's that part of what y'all call the outback over there, just to the west of where you live? Yeah, it's uh, yep. Okay, yeah. I forget somebody. Oh, I forget who it was. Somebody was telling me that they down there at Bisbee, they didn't want motorcycles there anymore. It's like, what? Okay, whatever. This for them. the most part, um, for the most part, most of them small towns, they love it when they get if they can attract a bunch of motorcycle people because we all donate to their communities and spend money buying food and stop for some cold refreshments. And but yeah, so yeah, that's the one. I forget, somebody was telling me that the organizers went to Tombstone and talked to the town council and the sheriff, and they're bend over backwards happy that they'd move up there. So yeah, that's awesome. But whether I make it or not, I don't know. I'll have to play her by ear, see how this shoulder surgery goes. Random rants, the towns. It did list or like Deliverance. You hear a banjo playing and you get out of there. Oh, yeah. What are you telling us? You got some few outback hillbillies over there in the northern coast of Australia. Uh, I was thinking about getting a B&B in Bisbee. Oh yeah, right. How far is Bisbee from Tombstone? I've been to Tombstone before, but I've never been down to that Bisbee. Um, oh, there we go. Welcome back, Ernie. I've been waiting for you. I I knew you would show up here sooner or later. We're look at that. We got oh we're waiting for one more chap from Australia. He's somewhere down along the south coast here, but we getting the outer coast of Australia covered. There you go, Ernie. We got you in Perth, buddy. How you doing today down there in beautiful Australia, Ernie? Or well, yeah, I always get mixed up in the time. It's probably tomorrow afternoon from what it is here. It's Thursday evening here in Arizona where I'm at. Uh, I'm a member of the Belgium club. All right, on. Welcome into some live beside the 45 uh, from Belgium. Sorry, my friend. Well, NNYMU. I don't want to. I don't want to mess up your name by trying to pronounce it there, my friend. But welcome. Belongs to the club in Belgium. Riding an '01 Dyna Wide Glide. Awesome, beautiful motorcycles. The old, or in my opinion, the old model Wide Glides. Such an awesome, cool motorcycle. And random rants. Lots of big stations and little towns out there. But there's still a lot of off road. Right on. Long distance, 27 miles. Oh, yeah, that's a nice little afternoon scoot to run between Bisbee and Tombstone. Uh, Hi, Sosh. Hi, Sosh. Sorry if I mispronounce your name there, my friend. welcome, welcome in for some live beside the 45. And or drop us a comment to where you're from, and we'll get up and put a pin in the world map for you of where you're from and what kind of motorcycle you ride. Welcome in for some evening live beside the 45, my friend. Uh, Long distance, going for a night ride on the Evo. You take care, brother. All right, my friend. Cheers, and yeah, have an awesome ride, my friend. Nice night outside of Prescott. Ah, sweet. Just some beautiful riding up there, Prescott, Jerome. And then what's the windy, twisty? Starts with an M, something pass going out of Jerome up there in the mountains. That's a pretty cool windy little road. That one. If anybody in the live here, you ever get down to Arizona, an awesome, fun little road to ride is look up Jerome, Arizona. Awesome, beautiful, windy road up the mountains. Uh, yeah, have an awesome ride there, long distance ride. Random rants and continuing multiple parts to no bib with random drone and a minute of videos. I left you interested. If and you interested. Not quite what I don't quite understand what you mean there, my friend. What's no bib? I'm not quite sure what you mean there, my friend. uh, different different parts of the planet, I guess. Eh? Different slang and language, but it's all good. It's all good, my friend. So, all right, everybody. Anybody else in here dropping in for some live by the 45, or everybody tuckered out for the evening? And or well, it's evening in Arizona, but it's a little tougher saying the evening when you got a global connection of people all over the world. But hey, I think we'll pack her in for the evening here, my friends, and some shut eye, and so I can get up in the morning for some morning coffee live by the 45. So I love it, you guys. I love everybody being in here, and like I said, you all uh helping keep my motorcycle smile on and passion alive. So all right, everybody, i'm gonna uh I'm gonna ciao for now, and head her off to bed here soon, and we'll hopefully catch you tomorrow. Okay, everybody, have a good day, evening, and we'll catch you later. Ciao. We're out.